Hi guys, it's Kiyako here, back with another speed build. Today I'm building a luxury beach resort, and this is kind of a pretty large build, kind of similar to the last build I did. This one was about 6 hours, again, so like a quarter of my day, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I've never actually built a beach resort before on my channel, I don't think at all. It was quite a large thing to try to tackle since it requires so many different rooms and so many different like amenities and stuff, but I'm very happy with how this turned out, especially with like my first go at something at this scale and like specifically a beach resort. So let me know what you guys think of this. If you have any, of course, name ideas for what this resort could be called, let me know. You guys always come up with the coolest and the most awesome names. These days, like even if I think of a name, like I don't tend to name my builds at all anymore, just because I feel like you guys will always come up with something even better. So let me know if you guys have any name ideas. So basically the way we're gonna kind of go about this is I'm going to be building a couple different things. I'm going to first start right now, as you can see with this little box here. This is our first little like room. They're not really rooms, they're more just like separate little like houses like along these docks. You'll see what I mean as we go along. But this one that I'm first building is like I don't want to say like the lowest tier, but it's probably like the cheapest of all the rooms that you can get. That being said, I don't think that any of the rooms are like actually cheap. This is definitely, like I said, a luxury resort, because it's like on the water and you have these like beautiful like private rooms and all this stuff. So definitely a bougie place. But this one is probably the most inexpensive of all the rooms. And basically we'll just be going like through the tiered rooms. We'll be building a restaurant, we'll be building like a reception area. We're just gonna get through the whole resort and it's gonna look so cool in the end when it all comes together, and I'm just really excited to show you guys as we go along. Anyway, so we are on the interior of the first kind of suite that we have going on here. It's just like a very simple like queen bed kind of room, like a standard like hotel room, but obviously it's special because it's on the water. You got these open windows in the back so you can smell the ocean breeze. Like the room itself I think is really cool. I love that lamp. I don't know why, it just reminds me of like coral, and I definitely wanted to incorporate like sea references and like ocean themed things. This painting, or like series of this painting, you're gonna see a lot, because it's pretty much like my only painting custom content that I have. It's like coral ocean themed. But basically in terms of our color palette, what we have going on is, as you can see, a lot of creams, a lot of wood, but we're going to be bringing in this like very dark, rich, like blue color, which is very inspired, of course, by the ocean and just kind of like nautical themed in general, I guess. And we're also going to be bringing in green with all these different plants and stuff, because I definitely wanted like nature to be a part of this, because I feel like when you're out on the water like this, surrounded by all the sand and waves and stuff, you can feel a little bit out of touch with the nature side of things, like just in terms of, the greenness of the island. So I wanted to incorporate a lot of plants into the inside of all these suites and into the decks too. You'll see later on we actually put like trees and stuff on the deck. It looks so cool. But anyway, so you can see you walk right in, you have this lovely bed. There's not a TV in here. I do put a TV in one of the other suites, but I didn't in this one. I guess because it's the most inexpensive, you just don't get a TV. But also just like I couldn't find a place for it. And I kind of felt like maybe that was counterintuitive since this is such like a beautiful location, and I don't know, I felt like maybe it should be a place where it encourages people to like, do things that aren't watching TV, like either enjoying the outside, listening to, the ocean, reading, just enjoying the view, stuff like that. That being said, if I was on vacation here, I'd probably still watch TV, but whatever. And then you have this little kitchenette in the corner, which isn't like really a kitchenette. It's more just like you get like a mini fridge and a microwave so that you can eat if you need to. And then you have this very, very nice bathroom, which I really like how it turns out, especially what I end up doing with the tub, which you'll see in a second. This toilet is so cool. I've talked about this several times in like a couple of my videos, but I really like when utilities like plumbing or washing and drying machines or vacuums, just like things that usually are just designed for function, are designed for like aesthetics. You know what I mean? Like that's an aesthetic toilet. Like look at the seat, it's like round like a teardrop. It's so freaking cool. I love it when designers do that. So like in my future home, I would love to have like a bougie designed toilet, which I know is so weird, but it's just like a thing. I don't know. And then we have this beautiful tub with these like rock slabs beside it. I definitely wanted to incorporate a lot of like natural textures and materials in, so you'll see kind of like rock, like stone textures a lot in the bathrooms, and all the little suites. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna just like copy and paste this suite next to itself a couple times. In my earlier videos, like in my early days of building, I was kind of stupid because I just really did not utilize the copy and paste tool that much. I don't know why, I just like didn't think of it, and I wasn't used to using it that much. But I'm definitely going to be using it more in the future, especially as I like attempt bigger and bigger builds, because that's kind of like my goal recently, is to just like try to push myself and actually attempt like very large scale, very elaborate builds. And the copy and paste tool is going to be so essential, because look at this, I just like popped in 4 other rooms and now we got this whole line of suites going on here, and it was so easy, so quick, and you guys don't have to watch me move the same bed over and over and over again in every single suite, because I know I've done that in a few videos in my past, and I apologize for making you watch that. But I have discovered the copy and paste tool, and a few of you pointed it out to me in the comment section sometimes, so thank you guys too for reminding me how to use this. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And then each little suite has like a little like deck in the front where there's like a bench, so you can sit out there, enjoy the water. I wish there was like a really, really big lot over the water, because this lot, even though it's like the biggest on this island world, I just like honestly wish I could have an even bigger lot so I could spread out these houses even more. Because as much as I think that this works, I do think that the whole atmosphere of the luxury resort would have been a lot nicer if all of them had like, total frontal like ocean views, and they don't. Some of the suites just like face other suites, as you can see what I'm doing here. They're still on the water and it's still like a nice atmosphere and stuff, but you don't exactly get like the full ocean view that I would have liked. I mean, some of them do, like the fancier ones do, but the poor little suites back here, don't get that really, really nice view, unfortunately. So I wish there was a bigger lot, but I did what I could with this one. As you can see, what I'm trying to kind of like do in terms of my exterior architecture is I wanted to incorporate, again, like natural elements, like we have this like straw kind of roof, and just like traditional architecture in conjunction with like modern touches. So that's kind of what I was going for, was like traditional, natural feeling materials and textures mixed with like modern updates. And we also bring in some color with this like really bright red fencing that we got going around the whole thing. But yeah, that's just kind of what I was going for. Please let me know if I was successful in terms of this build and this aesthetic, because again, I've never done a luxury beach resort before, or like any kind of beach resort like at this scale. So it was it was a labor of love, and I do believe it turned out well, but I never know, so let me know. This is our second suite, so this is like a tier up. It's slightly more expensive. I mean, it's, honestly, like, I feel like I should have done more in terms of like differentiating these suites, because they basically just get bigger, but they don't necessarily get more fancy. Which I mean, I still think that makes sense that you would pay more to have a bigger space, but at the same time, I do feel like maybe I should have like made them just a little bit more fancy each time you pay more, just so it felt more like a luxury experience. But I mean, this is very luxury already, so I think it's fine. But this one, you get a little like towel and tray on your bed, so it's like, woo, extra fancy, I guess. And then you get like little, well, I was originally gonna put like little amenities on there, like, like hotel shampoo and conditioner and stuff, but I ended up just putting like a book, because like the amenities look so strange and I couldn't really find anything to put on there, so we're just gonna pop a book on there. I don't know what book they would like present you with. Maybe it's like a pamphlet about like the location or the hotel or something. That probably makes a lot of sense. It's just like some informational booklet or something like that. And then this particular suite has like a very small deck on the back, so you do get some like private outdoor space to just enjoy the ocean. So you are paying for that too. Or you guys aren't paying for this. The Sims are paying for this. But as you can see, I'm gonna pop in like a little wardrobe back here, I think. Yeah, a little wardrobe back here. And then we're gonna put in like a little couch in here too, so that it can, face the windows and have a nice view out the bedroom. This is definitely like not a resort that you would bring your kids to. This is not a family resort. I do very strongly feel that this is like a couples or like a friend group, like fun private vacation kind of thing, or like a business trip maybe. Like this seems like the type of place that would host like bougie business conferences or something, you know what I mean? So it's not a family resort. Maybe I'll make a family resort in the future. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might do that. But this one was not for that. Anyways, it's got the same little kitchenette in the front, a little dining table area, and then in this corner here, we're gonna put in a little like mini living room area, and it will have a television. So you paid extra for the TV and the cable, I guess. But that being said, like in the tier above this, like the most expensive tier, I actually don't think I ended up putting TVs in there. So like for some reason, like only the middle tier has TVs, which doesn't make sense at all. But you know, my brain is not a brain that makes sense all the time. So, you know, just deal with it. So there's the TV, as you can see. And then we put some chairs out on the back deck there so people can sit outside and, you know, enjoy the waves and stuff. And there's that little sailboat sculpture on the coffee table, which I thought was so perfect, absolutely adorable. And then we're going to put in some rugs, let's see, what rug do I put in? Do I put in a rug? I think I put in a rug. The anticipation is killing me, aren't you guys? Oh, okay, it was just like a very simple white rug. Okay, that was not worth the wait, but you saw the rug, it was beautiful. And then I think we're about done. I think we're gonna pop in a painting in this one. Just choose a painting, come on, what are we doing here? There we go, okay. Sometimes I find it so frustrating to watch myself when going back and just looking, I'm like, I know what's gonna happen, just choose it already, you know? But that is just me, whatever. I have to deal with myself, it's fine. And then we just have 3 of these middle tier suites just along here. So these ones have a little bit of a better view, but like not like perfect. You know, I mean, they're all like connected to this whole like dock system, but you know, whatever, it's fine. It's still a very, very lovely place to vacation, I think. I don't think people would be like allowed to like jump off the dock into the water because I feel like it'd probably be dangerous, like if you got caught under there, if there's like waves and stuff. So there might be like some regulation about that, especially with all that coral nearby. That feels a little dangerous, but you know, I'm not gonna get into the ocean safety rules of this resort. That is for the manager to decide and deal with. Anyway, so back here we are gonna have our most expensive tier suite, and there's gonna be only 2 of these. Like I said, I really wish there was a larger lot because I would have made this resort like so much bigger if I had the chance. But this is what we have. So just like imagine that this is like one piece of this really grand scale puzzle. Like this is like a concept example of what like the full scale resort will look like. But yeah, it's a 2-story, like not a cabin, it's a 2-story suite, and it can fit 4 people, I believe. I think there's like 2 rooms, one on the bottom, one on the top. So this one would be more for like a family trip, or not like not kids in a family, but like multiple people, friends, maybe, you know, like a business trip kind of thing. I don't know, it's just like a bigger party suite. And it's got a really nice deck on the 2nd floor that looks out onto the ocean. Beautiful views. It definitely like makes sense that this one would be the most expensive, just for the views alone, because these are the suites that have the uninterrupted views of the ocean. And I feel like that's like one of the main reasons people go to ocean resorts or like, you know, beach resorts, is to be able to enjoy the scenery, you know? That being said, I don't think I've ever seen an ocean this beautiful, like this beautiful blue color with all that coral through it. I bet it exists in real life. I've just never had that experience. It is beautiful though. But in this one, like I said, it's very similar to the other suites just in terms of amenities. Like it has that little mini kitchenette under the staircase. It has this little living room area over here that doesn't have a TV, but you know, whatever. And we pop in the same little boat sculpture there because that boat sculpture is iconic and I love it and it's so cute. I just like imagine like a little like mouse in that boat floating in the sea. It makes me think of The Tale of Despereaux. Did any of you guys watch that movie or read that book? That story was so like iconic in my childhood for some reason. I just like really enjoyed reading books about like anthropomorphized animals, you know, like Guardians of Ga'Hoole I freaking loved, Warrior Cats I love, like anything that was about like animals interacting like human beings and like animal drama I loved. I don't know why. That was like such a random turn in thought, but I don't know why that little boat made me think of that. Anyway, so this is our first suite. It's on the 1st floor. Very simple. You got this beautiful view to the ocean. Little like countertop area here. I use a lot of mirrors in this build because I don't know why, mirrors just like really remind me of like bouginess and fanciness for some reason. Just very like kind of glamorous a little bit. So you'll see a lot of mirrors in here. And then a same little towel on the bed situation with the little pamphlet. And then on the 2nd floor we have an even nicer suite that connects obviously this big old deck out front, and then you have this uninterrupted view of the ocean. Absolutely stunning. I have not been to a beach in a very long time. I mean, I've mentioned this in a couple videos, but I'm not really a big beach fan of the first place, like at all. I don't really like water, and I don't really like sand, you know, so it's not really my type of place. But I do like looking at pictures of the ocean, or, you know, like in The Sims, just looking at this one is beautiful enough for me. I do feel like I get what I need from the beach just by looking at it. But it's been a while. I don't know. Have any of you been in the beach recently? I'm waiting for your response. I don't know. But out here on this beautiful deck, we have, you know, these little lounge chairs. There's some drinks out there, so you can chill, you can drink, you can, you know, eat, you can, you know, gossip. I don't know. Just enjoy your time on the deck. Just enjoy the deck. You got that little palm tree. You got everything you need. And then up here, we just have this really freaking cool, like, cane style, like, bookcase. It's round. It's beautiful. I've mentioned this a couple times. I love, like, curvilinear furniture and walls. I said this in my last video, if this game ever like allows for curved walls, that is all you will see from me till the end of time. I loved curved architecture. I love curved furniture. I don't know what it is. I think it just like the smoothness of it really like scratches my brain in the right way. Anyways, maybe that's just me. I don't know. But like I said, there's 2 of these luxury suites, so, you know, very exclusive, I guess. Get your tickets in advance, I guess, because there's only 2 of them. And then they're just like on the side there. So this building, what we're doing back here is basically, it's a restaurant that's connected to like an activity center / lounge. So it's got like a couple things going on here. Because, you know, when you go to, well, I mean, I haven't been to a hotel in a very, very, very long time, but you know how they have like morning breakfast and stuff where like they serve free breakfast? That was always my favorite part of staying in hotels when I was a kid, was like the free morning breakfast. Even though you had to get up like ridiculously early to catch it, like something about like American style like buffet breakfasts is like, it's so, no one does a breakfast like Americans. Well, actually, I love a lot of different breakfasts from a lot of different countries, but American breakfast is so unique because you got like, it's very rich, strong food, like bacon and pancakes, and it's very sweet and very salty, and it's just like an intense way to start your day, and I loved that as a kid. But yeah, anyways, I mean, this place probably wouldn't serve American breakfast, but you know, that's just what I was thinking of from my like personal hotel experiences as a child. This place I think they would have the morning free breakfast thing, but they would also use the restaurant just as like a general like restaurant throughout the day. And I don't think it would just be for the hotel. Like, I feel like the public could also just like come to this hotel to just like eat in this restaurant, you know, how like some hotels do that, where they have like free open restaurants for the hotel guests, but also for the public. That's what I kind of imagine this space to be. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna go in, and there's gonna be like this little outdoor area in between like the restaurant area and the lounge, but we'll get to that in a second because my brain got sidetracked very clearly, as you can see here. I abandoned the restaurant just for a second to work on the deck. You know, decking. Basically, we're gonna put a lot of greenery. You can see I'm putting in some palm trees. I don't know if this would like logistically work in real life. I don't know if you could grow like palm trees on the deck like that, but you know, whatever. In my head, it works. And then over here, I'm jumping around so much now. Back here is the like jet ski rental area, which is connected to the activity center. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically just trying to create something that looks like a line or a rope in the water that all the jet skis are like connected to, so they don't float away in the water. That was just like a little touch of like a realistic detail that I wanted to add in. Have I been on a jet ski? I don't know if I've been on a jet ski. It does not seem like something that I would have done in my life. I don't think I would enjoy that very much, just because I don't like water, and just like, it's like, it seems scary, doesn't it? Like, it's so, I don't know. I've seen like videos of, like jet ski accidents, and maybe that's why I'm scared of it. Have any of you ever been on a jet ski? Let me know how that experience went. Anyway, so this is our kitchen for our restaurant. It's not, I mean, whenever I do kitchens for restaurants or cafes or anything at all, please take it with a grain of salt. These are not like industrial grade kitchens that I'm trying to like put in. Like, I don't know the commercial standards for what a kitchen is supposed to look like. This is just like my rendition of that type of kitchen. So just go with it, okay? And then we have this beautiful, lovely outdoor seating area right on the water. You can enjoy the ocean breeze. And then we have a little indoor seating area over here, which is where you would probably like get your morning breakfast and stuff like that. And here's the little hostess station right outside, so the person would sit here and just like you'd be like table for two. You guys have been to a restaurant, you know how it works. And then you have a little sign out there that says restaurant, I guess. And then the restaurant is connected on the right to the little activity/lounge center. And here's some mirrors, because like I told you, like there's a lot of mirrors in this build. I don't know why. They're just like, they look cool. So let's move on. Okay, no, we're not gonna move on. We're gonna do all these mirrors now. Okay, so this center, like I said, is like a lounge, so where everyone in the hotel can like gather and chill and meet other guests, or you can come here to rent stuff or like sign up for activities or classes or something like that. So that little booth right here in the center is where you would come up and be like, 2 jet skis please, or like I want to sign up for, I don't know, like waterboarding classes or something like that. I don't know. They would offer, I imagine, like a lot of really cool activities, classes. Maybe there's like yoga classes on the deck sometimes. Maybe there's, I don't know, maybe they have like cooking classes on like seafood or stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like they would just offer a lot of like really bougie fun stuff that would be so enjoyable. And this is where you would come and sign up for all that. And then we have like all these little couches in the corner so people can sit down and chill. Or, you know, like wait for their instructor or something like that. And then out on the back deck over here, they would have some activities out here, and like they just have like some lounge chairs. So it's like an activity space / just like a chill space in general. And they're gonna put some towels on there so people can dry off as they're getting off the jet skis. And then back here, or I guess front here, because this is technically like the front of the lot, this is where like our big like entrance / like reception area is gonna be. So you would come up here, this is where you would check in, get your room set up. This is where you would like, I don't know, basically just that, like check-in. But there's also another lounge area in here, and there's also like some office spaces for the people who work at the hotel. So it's kind of just like a big, like general, like, what's the word? Like, not a maintenance building, like it's like the work side of things. But you'll understand as we get into the inside what I'm talking about. So right now I'm just putting in the walls. Basically this long strip in the front is gonna be our lounge. There's gonna be, an office, like a concierge kind of area, and then there's gonna be, I think it's just like, where there's gonna be like the director's office, or like the manager's office, which looks pretty cool. So over here on the left, we have like this concierge little desk area. I love this freaking like facade arch thing that says concierge. It's beautiful. Look at that wood texture. It's stunning. I can't get over it. That being said, I don't know what a concierge does. I just know that I see it a lot in hotels, like the word concierge, and I've heard it and I know how to use it in a sentence, but that does not mean that I know exactly what it means. I do not know like specifically the job of a concierge. I know that you guys know, so please let me know, educate me, help me, please. But that's just like where the concierge is. And then it connects into a little office back there where the people would, you know, work and run the hotel. In the front center area here is like our reception. This is where you would check in, unless that's what the concierge is supposed to do. But I feel like they're different jobs. I don't know. In this particular hotel, let's say they're different jobs. So there's the concierge area, and then there's like the big reception information desk, you know, check-in area. So you would just come right in. They have a big old sign over top that says reception or whatever, and then you would get your room, you check in, and then, you know, enjoy your stay. And then back here on the left, this is where our director's office is. I don't know if that's like the name of the job. Maybe it's manager, just whoever is like running this resort. This is where their office is. And we're bringing back this lovely cane shelf because it's so beautiful. I had to use it again. It's stunning. I don't know. I would love that in real life if I could have it. And then in here is where our big old lounge is. There's like a lot of lounges in this resort, so I guess this is like a very social place, which I feel like fits. And this lounge is also very, very beautiful. You just get views of the beach from here. You don't get views of the ocean, but like it's not supposed to be like the main lounge. It's more just like a, you know, like an entrance reception lounge where you would like wait while you're waiting for your room to get ready or something like that. Little seats on the side over here, pop in a painting. Another little seat over here with a plant. Another little painting, and we are almost about done. I'm just gonna go in and just adjust a few things, put in this roofing over here, and then I think we're gonna put in, what else do we put in? Oh, you know what we're gonna put in next? It looks so freaking pretty. We put in this really cute, like, I don't even know how to explain it, like a green canopy. That's what I'm gonna say. You'll see what I mean. Basically, on this long strip of deck here, I wanted guests to like feel like they were entering a really cool experience as they walked into the resort after they checked in. You know what I mean? So we basically create this canopy across the top that has all these like beautiful like vines hanging from it. We're gonna put flowers across the top. It's gonna be absolutely stunning. Basically, the idea is just you have this like very immersive sense of like walking into this like natural, beautiful like wonderland. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I feel like it turns out looking pretty good, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. It was kind of like a random idea that popped in my head right before I was like finishing this build, and I was like, you know what? Let's just like do it. It's gonna like really add something. And then we have these beautiful flowers on top, and it just ties the whole thing together. I absolutely love this resort. I hope you guys do too. It was certainly a labor of love, and I love how it turned out. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any name ideas. Let me know how your week is going. Let me know what your favorite food is. Let me know what your movie you're watching is. I don't know. Just talk to me, you guys, because I am so stressed out of my mind with all the work I have to do, and I definitely need some like social connection right now to like not go insane. So let's chat. The Discord, as always, will be linked down below. That's another place where we can hang out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for just watching my videos and being so awesome and talking to me and commenting and supporting me. I say this a million times and I say it at the end of every single one of my videos, but thank you guys so freaking much for just being here on this incredible Sims journey with me. It's not something I ever thought I would say, but this is where I am in my life and I'm so happy to be here. Anyways, as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.